Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Michael Vick, live on VicTube, and week 5 of the college football season is in the books. And of course, this was week 2 for the SEC, and week 4 for the ACC, and then week 5 for the other conferences, right? For the group of 5 conferences that have played so far. Let's see. So yeah. So this will start out with the your season is over list. Let's see. We've got Auburn, Mississippi State, Texas, and Oklahoma. Okay, so we'll start with Auburn, yeah, because my mom losing to Georgia. Okay, so that means and then y'all only scored 6 points against Georgia, right? Just 2 field goals, couldn't get into the end zone, and y'all had couldn't run the ball, and so y'all had like 40 yards rushing the entire game. Yeah, your leading rusher, Tank Bigsby, right? He had like 30 yards. So yeah, So losing to Georgia. So now this probably means that y'all aren't winning the West. So you see, because beating Georgia and winning the West goes hand in hand. So so Auburn looks like your season is over. And then so we'll go ahead and talk about Georgia too while I'm still on this game. So our offense was amazing in the first half, right? We had like 24 points, right, and over 300 yards. And then, of course, in the second half, just 3 points, just a field goal. Yeah, so just one field goal made, and then 1 field goal missed, or it could have been 30-6. But so we failed to even score a touchdown in the second half, which is disappointing. We have yet to play 2 good halves on the offensive side of the ball. We kind of had, of course, in the just 5 points in the first half against Arkansas, but 32 in the second half, and then again against Auburn, 24 points in the first half, 3 in the second half. So yeah, we need to put 2 good halves on the offense together. Hopefully we can do that this week. And it looks like Stetson Bennett is the guy from here on out, unless he has a bad game. And he is 5'11", not 5'9". But he's 5'11". And then next, I'll talk about Mississippi State. Yeah, y'all lost to Arkansas. That's right. Y'all lost to, what had been the worst SEC team over the last 2 years. Arkansas hadn't won an SEC game in in 2 years. Yeah, so good job to my mom. Yeah, congratulations to my mom, Sam Pittman, and Arkansas for breaking the streak. So so they had lost what about 20 straight SEC games. Yeah, so good job on breaking the streak. Looks like y'all are a lot better than y'all have been lately. Of course, Coach Pittman used to be our offensive line coach. So yeah, we're rooting for you, Coach Pittman. Right. So but Mississippi State, though, I thought y'all were gonna be, really good this year. After y'all beat LSU in week 1, and you had 600 yards passing. Just 300 and something in this game, and only 14 points, while y'all scored 44 against LSU. So yeah, I don't really know what happened, but yeah, Arkansas wins over Mississippi State 21-14. Mississippi State, your season is over. Arkansas, looks like your season has just begun. Yes, then next we'll talk about Texas. Yeah, the Shorthorns. Yeah, y'all lost to TCU. It was 33 to 31. Yeah, it was a great game. It really came down to the wire. But yeah, y'all were a 12-point favorite, and y'all just fell flat on your face. All right, yeah. So Texas, looking a lot like the same Texas that we saw last year. The team that lost 5 games. I'm not saying y'all are gonna lose 5 games, but yeah, I think that the Big 12 is so bad. Y'all could still make the Big 12 title game. But yeah, it looks like the Big 12 is not making it into the college football playoff. So yeah, and Oklahoma. Yeah, last week you took your second loss in a row to Kansas State, and now this week you lose to Iowa State. And so back-to-back losses. Yeah, and then I think and then Iowa State beat y'all 3 years ago. Yeah, so now y'all are 2-2 against Iowa State in the last 4 years, and 0-2 against Kansas State in the last 4 years. So Spencer Rattler, he's no Baker Mayfield, he's no Kyler Murray, he's not even Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he is the worst quarterback Oklahoma has had in the last 5 years. Not that he's terrible. It's just that he had a lot to live up to. Yeah. So Oklahoma. Yeah, your season is over. Okay, so now we'll talk about the rest of the SEC games. Let's see. So great game, between Ole Miss and Kentucky. Yeah, went to overtime. Or so Ole Miss ended up winning, 42-41 in overtime. Of course, Kentucky missed an extra point. Yeah, Kentucky actually got the ball first in overtime, and then they scored a touchdown, but then they missed the extra point. So then Ole Miss, tied it up with a touchdown, and then of course they won with the extra point. Yeah, so Ole Miss's offense continues to look really impressive. They scored 35 against Florida last year and had like 600 yards. So they didn't have quite that many yards in this game, but still, same number of points in regulation, right, which was 35. So yeah. So and then Kentucky now falls to 0-2, and then Ole Miss now 1-1. Yeah. So anyway, and then now let's talk about South Carolina and Florida. Like Florida, you have no defense. I mean, you gave up, 35 points and 600 and something yards to Ole Miss, and now you gave up 24 to South Carolina. Yeah, really, it should have been 31. Yes. So you beat South Carolina 38-24. Really, it should have been 38-31. I mean, South Carolina drove, all the way down the field on their last drive. Yeah, they still would have had to attempt an onside kick. But anyway, of course, it was on 4th and goal. Right, of course, the quarterback rolled out, and then there was a receiver wide open, and he dropped it. Yeah, I think it was thrown a little bit behind the receiver, but still, he should have caught that. Yeah. Again, it probably wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. So South Carolina did pretty much whatever they wanted, offensively on, most of their drives, right? They were able to run the ball effectively against you. Yeah, which was alarming. Yeah, they were able to run all over you in the first half. Again, they kind of ended up abandoning the run as they fell behind. So yeah. So Florida, your offense looks your offense looks great, but your defense it needs a lot of work. And then Tennessee, Missouri at Tennessee. Tennessee destroys Mizzou 35 to 12. Yeah, they looked really good, although it was, Mizzou. But still, when you play an inferior team, all you can do is go out and dominate them, and that's what y'all did. So yes, yeah, and my mom Georgia jumped Florida in the poll. We switched places. Now Georgia's number 3, and Florida's number 4. Yeah, and Tennessee improves from 7 spots from 21 to 14 after they beat Mizzou. See, Oklahoma was they were number 18. Yeah, they fell. They fell all the way out of the top 25. And think, let's see what see, Texas was Texas before. Were they like I can't remember what Texas was ranked. I think they were like number 11 or something like that, number 10, something like that, right? I think they fell to like number 20 or 19 or 21, something like that. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, but they fell, about 8 spots. So yeah. So anyway, continuing with the SEC, of course, Alabama steamrolls Texas A&M 52 to 24. So the game was almost close at one point. Yeah, the game was like 14 to 14 at one point, right? And I think, and then it was all Bama from that point on. Right? I think it was like 35 to 14 at halftime, and then the game and then the game was over at that point. So yeah, and then what else? Oh yeah, and then of course, yeah, and then LSU destroyed Vanderbilt 41 to 7, bouncing back from last week's embarrassing loss, which now looks even more embarrassing. So yeah, really right. I think they were number 60. Yeah, I think they were number 16. Or I think they went up to number 14 after that win. See, I think that's it for the SEC, right? So I guess now I will do SEC East power rankings so far. Let's see, so far number 1 I have Georgia, and then number 2 Florida, and then number 3 Tennessee, and then yes, I think yes. So Georgia has the best defense in the SEC. Actually, that's most of the reason why I put them at number one. I mean, Florida, again, they're number 4 because their offense has looked so good, but their defense has looked pretty bad. So I believe right now, yeah, that Georgia would be favored if we were playing Florida this Saturday. Yeah, and then Tennessee at number 3, right? They have also looked good, although not as good as Georgia or Florida. And then next, we have South Carolina and Kentucky. Yeah. I really don't know how to choose between those two because they haven't really had any common opponents. And then next to the bottom we have Vandy and Mizzou. Yeah. Again, these two teams are probably about the same at the bottom, but again, can't really compare them due to a lack of common opponents. Let's see, and the West, number 1, I have Alabama, but I think that they're clearly the best team. And then and then here's where things get confusing. I have Auburn at 2 and Ole Miss at 3. Again, I wasn't really sure where to rank those two. So anyway, now I wasn't sure if I should put them ahead of the following teams or behind the following teams. So here we go. And then next, let's see, number 4, we have Arkansas. Let's see, 5, Mississippi State. 4, 4, Arkansas. 5, Mississippi State. 6, LSU, and number 7, Texas A&M. This. Let's see, because Mississippi State beat LSU, and then of course Arkansas beat Mississippi State, right? And then LSU played a better game against Vanderbilt than A&M did. Okay, so anyway, now let's talk a little the rest of the Big 12. And I've already talked about them some with Texas and Oklahoma. Yeah, so now Oklahoma State is now the only remaining Big 12 team. Yeah, they're the only undefeated Big 12 team. Yeah, they're the last hope. Okay. Yeah. Oklahoma State is the last undefeated Big 12 team. They're the only hope for the Big 12. Let's see, they just they just annihilated Kansas 47-7. Yeah, so they actually moved up from number 17 to number 10. So yeah. And then let's talk a little ACC. Well, let's see. We'll start with Clemson. Yeah, Clemson has not really looked quite as dominant as we're used to. I mean, normally, the last 2 years, they've been beating. They've been beating, almost every ACC team they've played by 30 or 40 points, and we haven't really seen that yet. They have yet to cover against an ACC team. Of course, this week they had Virginia, who they beat 41-23. Yeah, they were a 28-point favorite. They won by 18, and I think they were like a 30-something point favorite against Wake Forest. They only won by 24. So yeah. But that doesn't mean we should give up on Clemson. I still think that they're the best team in the ACC. So yes, that's going to be a huge game, right? But between Clemson and Miami this week. Okay. Right. So anyway, so then what else? Oh yeah, and then Pittsburgh. Yeah, they lost to NC State. I think it was 30 to 29. Yeah, so a 1-point game. Yeah. I saw parts of that game as I was flipping through the channels, but on those noon games. Okay, but anyway, so Pitt had been undefeated. Yeah, they were ranked number 24. Yeah, now they have dropped out of the top 25. Let's see, and then of course North Carolina made their triumphant return. Right, they beat Boston College. Let's see, and now they have risen in the AP poll from number 12 to number 8. So yes, they are now a top 10 team. Yeah, I think I think they're probably a little bit overrated, but we'll see. So yeah, and then and then let's see. Let's talk a little bit of Group of 5. Yeah, so congratulations to Georgia Southern on a win. Yeah, they beat Louisiana Monroe 35-30. Okay, yes. So now we'll do Group of 5 New Year's 6 watch. Right, if for the best Group of 5 team, if we end up getting bowl games. So let's see. So of course UCF. UCF lost to Tulsa. And an unranked Tulsa, who they have lost to 2 years in a row. So yeah, so they fell all the way out of the top 25. I told y'all they were overrated. So anyway, Cincinnati has taken their place. Let's see, Cincy beat South Florida 28-7. They were number 15. Now I think they moved up to number 11. So they took Central Florida's place. And then we'll talk about a little BYU. Let's see, BYU was number 22. Let's see, and they demolished Louisiana Tech 45-14. Yeah, so another big win by BYU. They've been beating everyone by 30, 40, 50, but by 30, 40, 50 points. Yes, they've looked really good, although they haven't really played anyone. But so I think they rose in the polls. I think now they're somewhere around 15 or 16, something like that, maybe 14. Yeah, something like that. So yes, they rose quite a bit in the poll. So now it looks like it's between BYU and Cincinnati. Oh yeah, and then let's talk about Memphis. Yeah, got knocked out of the top 25 after losing to SMU. So yeah, so SMU entered the poll at like number 19, I think it was. It was either 18 or 19. Oh yeah, and then Virginia Tech making their way back into the poll at I think number 18 or 19. Yeah, and after they beat was it Duke, right? And then Louisiana Lafayette and Iowa State are back in the top 25 at number 23 and number 24. And then new to the poll, Minnesota comes in at number 25. So, yeah, no, this was a long one. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.